Pisces, welcome. This is your July general love reading. I am Jean, and this is my channel, Rebel Yell Rising. I thank you all so much for joining me. This is for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you feel that the message doesn't resonate, please keep in mind it's a general reading. You can contact me for a personal reading. You can check out other readers that have similar readings on YouTube. It's possible that the message for you is there, and they might have something that resonates with you. Or check out your other Sun, Moon, or Rising sign videos. Okay, there might be something there that resonates for you. All right, let's see. That one just jumped out and I pushed it back in. Let's see what the messages are. What is the message for Pisces for love? Okay. What message does Pisces need for July? Message for Pisces. What is the message for Pisces? What's the message for Pisces? And I appreciate you guys being patient with me. One thing that I did notice with these monthly readings is that the cards do seem to be taking a little longer to reveal themselves. This is one of the longer ones, but I realize that it's because the messages are pretty deep and it takes a while for that energy to come through, right? To reveal itself. Okay, let's see what we have here. Now, the first ones that came out actually came out 2 cards, so I'm reading them both. Stay optimistic about your love life and healing family issues. Okay. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay? So, stay optimistic about your love life. If you're single, and you've been single for a while, or you've been single for a day and you're just, I'm so fed up with what's out on the market, don't give up. Every relationship that you have had is like one step closer to getting there, to getting the right one. By putting yourself out there and by being true and optimistic, true to yourself, and not compromising on who you are and your values and what you're looking for in a person, you are drawing that person in closer to you, okay? Healing family issues. A lot of people might be very quick to dismiss the fact that our relationships with our parents affect our love life. I'll be honest, I was one of those people. I always laughed it off and I was like, no, not me. It doesn't make any sense. Hindsight, yeah, I totally believe it. I totally agree with it. And you would be surprised that maybe some deeply held resentments towards your mother or father could be impacting the way you feel about your partner. That's the most obvious one. The other side of this is it's more subtle and possibly a little bit more difficult to work with because it's not so obvious. One of these things is being in a codependent relationship with a parent. And I say it's a little bit more difficult to work with is because usually people don't realize when they're in a codependent relationship, right? Now, if you grew up with a mom or a dad who was abusive or, not even abusive, but was codependent on you, then as you grow up, that is going to come out still, except for the roles might be reversed. If you were the type of child that had to be very responsible at a young age, then you might, as an adult, still be very responsible for taking care of your mother or your father, right? You are probably so responsible, and I'm saying you probably even love taking care of your mother or your father because they're your parent. You love them. You want to take care of them. But there's a part where it becomes unhealthy, and you could be so focused on taking care of your parent that you are not leaving room for a romantic relationship for somebody else, even if you have a very good relationship. It's sort of just like the example I had was like the monkey bars, right? You've got your hands on the monkey bars, but until you let go, you are not able to like grasp onto that next bar, which would be the relationship. Or if you're so holding on to like resentment or anger or frustration towards a parent, or you're just so full or busy taking care of a parent's needs that until you learn to like let that go, you're not going to be able to like hold out for, a romantic relationship, what that would be able to provide you in terms of emotional fulfillment. Okay. But this is saying stay optimistic, because it's very possible, like maybe you're in a relationship where a partner has given you an ultimatum. Stay optimistic. If they've given you an ultimatum, whether or not this person stays in your life, that has come about like for a reason. There's a spiral. It's all connected. It's all related. It could just be enough to help you open your eyes to see what's going on. Okay? That one took a while. Let me take a look at the other cards. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So that's really great. So kind of like what I was saying about the ultimatum, it's very possible that whatever you've just been going through, either you just broke up with someone, or maybe somebody is giving you an ultimatum, there's new love coming through. And that's beautiful, because this is Cancer season, and it's about like love and the family and the home. This new love is coming in, and just stay optimistic that it can come in, so that it can come in, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's see what this last card is for you guys. Free yourself. And it's a really pretty unicorn. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself. So the unicorn is about being unique. There's no one like you. Like, it's beautiful, right? It's wild and it's free. No one else can be who you are and do what you do. And I feel like you need to recognize that about yourself. Free yourself from expectations that others might have of you. And unfortunately, a lot of that times, it comes from our family. If you grew up with your family kind of expecting you to behave a certain way, or that, oh, that's just Bob. Bob's the black sheep of the family, right? I mean, this is like your parents and your aunts and your uncles talking. Bob, Bob doesn't play sports, right? Or they're saying, hey, that's Laura. Laura's the only girl in the family. She's such a tomboy, right? Or Jimmy can always be counted on because Jimmy is so sensitive and thoughtful. Jimmy will come over and help us take our trash out. And Jimmy will help us house sit. We can always count on Jimmy, right? And so you kind of can possibly get into like these codependent relationships like that, because part of that is like fulfilling your role. You could enjoy that role because it helps fulfill a need to control, or you get so used to your family thinking of you a certain way that it's almost uncomfortable or awkward for them to see you in a different way, right? But this is urging you to free yourself. For Pisces, it seems like, I almost said Cancer, it seems that July is very much about liberating yourself, knowing that the sun is going to shine, and letting that inner sun shine, right? like breaking out of those constraints, those shackles, which are mental and emotional. And the new love needs to start with yourself, right? While, yes, I'm sure this does mean a new romantic love, but fall in love with yourself first. Free yourself from expectations, from, the mold that people have thought of you growing up, right? If you want to pierce your nose, pierce your nose. If you want to dye your hair blue and you're 65, go for it, right? It doesn't matter. You just need to free yourself to be yourself. I like that. Free yourself to be yourself, right? And that, by loving yourself, will be attracting more love in. And I know that sounds so super cliche, but that's the message here for you guys this month, right? So I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful month. Please feel free to leave any comments down below, and if you need clarification on any of these cards, I'd be happy to respond to you guys. Again, I really appreciate the likes and the subscribes, and I hope you guys have a beautiful month. Thank you. Bye.